This backpack from ICOM cost $209.99. This backpack from Amazon cost me $32. So ever since I bought the Yaesu FTX-1F, my challenge has been, what bag am I going to put it in? And yes, I've done a video where I put the FTX-1F in the ICOM 705 bag. It fits great, works great. I love this bag, but it's $209. So I needed to find a bag for like everyday use, for hiking, portable, whatever. And I got to give a big shout out to Mike, N2MAK, because he did a video similar to this, and that's what inspired me to remember photography bags. This is a $32 photography bag, and everything for my FTX-1F is in here, and it's great. So let me show you. I want to compare the differences between these two. So let's get into it. So if we take a look at them, they're both pretty much the exact same size, height, width, thickness, all that stuff. ICOM obviously made this for ham radio, where Caden made this for photography, but they actually work very well. Now, the ICOM bag, we've got this pouch up here that holds the 705, and it's great, works perfectly. You've got a hole up here with a Velcro thing, so you can plug your coax and run your mic cord through there and all that stuff. You've got another pouch down here where you can put, I've got batteries and coax and antennas and, you know, your typical everyday stuff you need. And then you have on this flap here, you've got a little pouch here. I've got some zipper pouches, Faraday, CW key, some other stuff. You've got these dividers that are Velcro, so you can partition this however you feel. On the side, you've got this mesh pouch here with a little buckle thing, so you can, you know, I keep my antenna mast, and this is the ham radio dude spike for mounting the mast. On the other side though, this is where ICOM, I feel, kind of missed the boat here. They got this big plastic thing, and for the few years that I've had this bag, I've always wondered, what the heck am I going to do with this? I've thought of putting like an antenna mount on here so I can put a VHF antenna, like a signal stick, when I'm hiking through the woods. You've got some MOLLE here, but basically this whole side, everything on here is completely worthless, and I don't do anything with it. On the back, you've got some pads here. The straps are nice and padded as well, and you've got some MOLLE on the straps here, which I like to put my radio on the strap so I can have this like hanging while I'm hiking, okay? Now this bag being for photography, we don't get any of that MOLLE stuff, so maybe photographers start using MOLLE so we can get photography bags with MOLLE on it. But on the front of it, you've got this little zipper pouch here that's just kind of, you can stuff kind of some flat stuff in here. On the side, you've got your mesh webbing here, and they have a buckle as well for tightening down. One nice feature I like about this buckle, this actually releases so when you tighten it, you can clamp it down and it's not going to go anywhere. Where on the ICOM bag, when I'm hiking, when the masts kind of move around a bit, this tends to loosen, so periodically I might have to stop to tighten that. This one, I haven't hiked with it yet because I'm still dealing with my tendonitis, but I suspect that will do better. On the other side, we have another mesh pocket for a water bottle or anything you want to put into a mesh pocket. We don't have any extra padding back here, but I mean, the whole bag is padded. The straps are almost identical in terms of the padding, and you see the mesh on there. So we got that going for us. You've got a little carry handle on the top of both of these. But this guy is a little more modular. So let me show you. If we unzip this guy, first off, we have this right here, okay? We have a padded place to put our laptop. This is a MacBook Air, fits perfectly in there, okay? That is one of my biggest complaints about the ICOM bag. There's no place to put your computer. So this already wins just because of that. Never mind the almost $200 price difference. But now, look at all these compartments. So these are all like little Velcro things that come with it, so you can organize it however you want. I decided to put my radio right here in the middle, and I put one of these on top just to cover the screen there. I don't know if I'll actually need that or not. I literally just got this morning. But then you also have these two straps here that are elastic, and they come completely off if you want to take it off, but they're doingies, so your radio is not going to fall out. Look at that. It just nestles in perfectly there, okay? And then I've got my KM4 ACK NFET half wave in here, or whatever antenna you want to use. We got the microphone, some of these intubating stylets I use to hang my antenna off a tree, some ABR Industries RG316 coax, save up to 20% off at ABR Industries with code K8MRD10. Shameless plug for ABR. And then the 3 amp hour Bioenno and the power cable for the FTX-1F. And then in this compartment here, I just have my Apple Magic Mouse for the computer. And then up here, I have just a little zipper bag here. Shout out to Kilo Golf 2 Mike for turning me onto these things. These are awesome. I have these in every single one of my go bags, and I cater each bag to the specific radio that I have. And I want everything to be kind of, not consistent, but I want everything that I need for this radio to be in this bag. I don't want to have to rob from another bag to put into another bag, because then when you take the other bag out, you're missing something. So I've just got some little extra things. I got one of these Wagos to power pull things, an extra S-beaner, and some adapters, and the extra fuses for the radio. All that fits in here. I'm sure more stuff will make it into this bag as time progresses. And then I also have a signal stick for now. I did just purchase another Faraday 2-meter antenna today before I came out. So I'll have a Faraday 2-meter antenna in my ICOM bag for the 705, and then I'll have another Faraday 2-meter antenna in this bag, which will mean I might want to get another run of coax to put in here if I'm going to run 2 antennas, because the FTX-1F has the HF and the VHF ports. So that is kind of the deal, but everything is really, really padded nicely. Again, because this is a photography bag, you can really configure this however the heck you want to make it suit your own needs. And when I saw this, I literally just bought this last night, and for some reason the shipping was so fast it got here to my house before I even woke up this morning. The delivery time said between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. this morning, so sometime between that time it got to my house, and I'm really pleased with this. Another thing they advertise about this bag is it's waterproof. So I don't know the validity of that, but I think we should test that, right? And just look at this, look at this. Computer fits in there, and this is padded. You got your elastic there, you close it up, and you're good. The only downside of this is on the straps we don't have any MOLLE. So I'll have to put my, you know, when you use your Yaesu HF radio, you got to have a Yaesu HT, and when you use your ICOM, you got to have an ICOM HT. So, you know, accessorize. But so I'll have to clip this on my pocket or my belt or something, whatever. Big deal. Been there, done that. But it's $32. That's the name of the game. So let's see if this thing's waterproof. So if something is in fact waterproof, water should just bead right up on it. Oh, maybe, I don't know. What you want to look for is places that get dark. That means it's absorbing water, which it kind of looks like it is. Let's try and, I mean, it's, so like, see how this mat is darker here? That means it's absorbing stuff. I think that actually looks pretty darn waterproof. How do you like them apples, boys and girls? Look at that. There's not really, I mean, I'm not saying dunk this underwater, but if you're out in the rain, and even over here, let's move this camera. there's little beads of water that are just there. And they just blow off. That's exactly like something that's waterproof should do. Now, to be fair to ICOM, I have hiked easily hundreds of miles in these trails using this 705 backpack. And I sweat like a hog because it's 100 degrees out here. And the straps and the back of this, after a lot of use, will just be covered in salt from my sweat. So I have actually put this in my shower. I took everything out of it and just drenched this thing in my shower. And I haven't had any water ingress in here. And I'm talking, I mean, I hose the whole frickin' thing down. So they don't advertise this bag as being waterproof. And I don't really think it's 100% waterproof. But if I got caught out in the rain with this bag, I wouldn't worry at all. But it's $209, where this one is $32. So that's the review. Just wanted to show you this to you. I am very, very, very happy with this, even though I've only had it for like 6 hours. But this does exactly what I wanted to. It's padded. I configure everything in here the way I wanted to, and you can configure everything in there the way you want it to. So my name is Mike, K at MRD. Thanks for watching Ham Radio Tube. We'll see you next time. 73.